here's my favorite part. So what if you have not started? Or you're completely lost? Well, do I have news for you? I'm about to walk you through it. So, first things first, you need to have this done. If you're like, Mister, what do you mean I gotta have this done? I mean, you gotta have steps 1 through 4 done. I'm gonna walk you through what I mean. So, here we go. We're just gonna hold off on this. Notice it says steps. Pick a topic you're interested in. Design your user interface. And then design and program your app in the lab. Okay? So pick a topic. Mucho hard. And then it says design. Mucho hard. And then it says program your app in the app lab. Okay? So, ahí te va. So here's what it is so far. Choose something, figure out what you want it to look like, start making it. That's the very, very short version. Okay, so this was the piece that we were doing in class where I had you brainstorm. I was like, yo, think about 3 ideas that you may want to be able to teach, that you may want to teach your classmates about, right? So you're like, hey, maybe I want to talk about K-pop because I'm really passionate about that and I can tell people about that. Maybe you're like, I want to tell people about dogs. Maybe you're like, I want to tell people about math, right? And then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to choose one. Which one of these 3 that I wrote down to help me brainstorm do I like the most? K-pop. All right, cool. So now, next one. Explain your idea in a few sentences. All right, and I just made this up, so if this is wrong, forgive me. K-pop is a type of music that is native found in South Korea. There are many popular groups that have come up with the songs that may have found their way into the United States. I will explain how K-pop bands are formed, perform, and interact. Step 1 and 2, done, boom. Brainstorm, choose a topic. Alrighty, here's step 3. It's gonna say something weird. All you need to worry about is the chart. This thingy right here. Esto de aquí. The only thing you need to worry about is the chart. The only thing you need to worry about is the chart. What do you think people know about your topic? Well, this is me pretending I'm Nyla and I'm doing an app on Chinese buns. The ones that are stuffed with stuff. So maybe Nyla says, I think people know that it's Chinese. Okay. Maybe what she wants them to learn is how to make it, the different types, where they come from, and how they've changed over time. Maybe if I am Sarah, I think people know that dogs are cute, that they have 4 legs, and that they come from wolves. Maybe something that I want them to learn, or that I want people to learn from my app is that you don't feed dogs chocolate and you don't feed dogs seafood. Right. So there we go. That's steps 1, 2, and 3. Step 4, I kind of gave you some freedom. So step 4, you're supposed to design how you want it to look, right? So here are some thoughts. So you can do this on paper, you can do this in this document that you have on Teams. It's up to you. I uploaded my pictures of my design process to Teams. You can go find them. If you cannot find them, just message me, hey, Mr. Medrano, can you send me those pictures about the app design process? To which I will say, yes, of course. Here you go. Alrighty, that is steps 1 through 4. I have walked you through how to start you off with that. Now, you're probably going to be like, Mr. Medrano, what do I do next? Well, boop. So, I'm going to go to my dashboard. I'm going to go to Unit 3. So here's Unit 3, right? Here's what we're going to do first. We're at Unit 3. You're going to go to Lesson 4, Project Designing an App, Part 2. Right here. This is how you start. And if you're like, Mister, the screen doesn't look the same as you, yes, I know, but like, lesson 4, unit 3, lesson 4, designing an app, part 2. So when you open it, it'll look like this. Notice it's telling you about the app development planning guide. You should already have it. And then it shows you about like, oh, this is what this person did. And then it says build your screens. So you need to build your screens. I'm going to delete this button so we don't get confused. Okay, and if you're like, Mister, what do you mean? I mean like each of these pages here is a screen. So this is screen 1. This is screen 2. This is screen 3. Now you're probably like, Mister, they all look the same. You are absolutely correct because there's nothing on them. But if I like dropped a radio button on this one and a drop down box, and then I went to screen 2 and it was like text input, and it was like screen 1, drop a button, then you'd be able to see that screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3 are very different. Okay, now you're like, Mister, okay, great, you didn't show me how to add the screen. You just go here where it says new screen, and now there's a new screen. So you need to make at least 3 screens for this piece. And if you're like, will it save it? Yes, yes it will. And it will save it for the next part of the project. So it'll pick up right where you leave off, okay? Now, I'm gonna go back to my lessons. Scroll down. Here is where we're going to be, all of us together. Lesson 8, all right? So once you've done your screens, we're here. This is where we should be as of January 28th, 2021. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you.